Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 12, 8, and 6 today. So my baby is getting older today. So today I wanted to share, it is actually a part of collaboration that I'm hosting, and I was thinking like Friendship Day, International Friendship Day was yesterday, and we don't necessarily celebrate it, but I thought it would be a good time to just talk about friendship and homeschool and how they go hand in hand, and like, I don't know, all the things about friendship. So I will link a playlist down below of other moms sharing different things about friendship, maybe their story, how they make friends, and things like that. So why are they needed is kind of what my first question was that I wrote down. So many times I have heard like of moms saying like, I'm not a part of a co-op. We don't really do a whole lot. We kind of just stick to our home and do our own homeschooling, and they don't get out and do like make extra friends. That is a possibility. That can be if you're very introverted and don't really want to go make friends. But I have found that it has been such a benefit to us to have friends that are going through the same thing, especially like that understand homeschooling and like kind of the schedule even. It's so weird to say, but like our homeschool friends, like we have this understanding that we just schedule things during the day and not too late. Like at 3 o'clock, it's pretty much over by 3. So like it's just kind of an understanding. And on top of that, like with moms, like if you're frustrated about your school day, it is so nice to have a friend that you can kind of message and be like, this is a hard day. I know tomorrow will be better, but like, here's kind of what went wrong today. Or just kind of like celebrating the good things as well. So that is kind of why I feel like we need friends. You know, so many times people say, you know, you need to socialize your kids. And so I guess having the friendships and things is a part of the socialization. So how do you make friends as a homeschooling mom? You know, like a lot of times in public school, like they're in the classes together and you might get to know them like from like different events and things. And you know, you usually have like a class list and all this stuff, but it's not as easy to find homeschooling friends. You know, like when we lived in a different town, we were a part of a co-op, and I really didn't know anybody before going to this co-op. And we joined the co-op and got to know other parents. And at that point, so I was like probably in my first year, we were having a rough year. We had a rough year our first year. And I just made it a point that like anytime someone was kind of nice to me, I would look them up on Facebook and add them as a friend and just kind of get to know them like on Facebook. You know, it's kind of like the way to get to know someone anymore. And, you know, get to know them that way, and then try to work really hard on that friendship in person as well, whenever we would see them. You know, go on play dates and things like that. So then when we moved, like we had a good set of homeschooling friends in Evans. We had a good set of homeschooling friends when we lived in that area, but then we moved several hours away, so we weren't a part of that co-op. I was looking around at different co-ops and Facebook groups around here, and it was really hard to kind of like work my way in, and there were different circumstances and things that things weren't working out. Sometimes like co-ops fill up so quickly, and you can't be a part of it. So, and then there's always a lot of times there's a cost with co-ops. So it's like really hard if you don't want to spend the money on a co-op to, how do you make friends? So, it was a Facebook group that, it was far away, but I met a homeschooling mom that she was about 20 minutes away from me, and we just kind of hit it off. She has a couple girls, and So we met at a park one day, a local park, and our girls all hit it off, and like we've all been really good friends for the last couple years. So it is funny how things can work out. Like you can go to a park during a school day. That would be a key. And then maybe there's some kids there that might be your child's age or around like schooling age. So you might realize like, oh, you homeschool as well. Sometimes there's like homeschool classes at like state parks or things like that. Maybe you can join those things and get to know other people. There's all sorts of things. I know at our church, we have several different families that homeschool as well. It's getting to be more and more popular, so it's not quite as hard to find people that homeschool anymore. But I would just encourage you to just keep going. That mom that I met when on Facebook group, and then we got to know them at the park, we continued to do some more park meetups. We created our own homeschool Facebook group local to the area, and we wanted it to just kind of let other people know that they were welcome. And so we have a group of about 5 or 6 families that are pretty regular and become close friends to us, and then others kind of trickle in and out here and there. But we like to do park dates. We like to do what else do we do? Field trips sometimes to like the zoo and things. Sometimes we create like little classes. We do like little art projects sometimes together. Birthday parties. My girls always like, we need to have our birthday party with our friends. We have done like Halloween parties. That's one of their favorite things. We do it usually like the day of Halloween or the day before. And have it at the park. So it doesn't have to be like a costly, expensive co-op or anything. You can just create something fun. And so many times we have found that even if we create like a class or something, many times our kids just want to go and talk to each other. So I would just really encourage you to kind of think outside the box and really try to find creative ways to build those friendships and get to know other homeschooling families. So I hope that this was helpful, and don't forget to check out the playlist down below of other moms kind of sharing about friendship and homeschooling. I hope you have a great day.